happy welcome to another episode in the Rewarded Leader podcast. I'm happy that you are here today with me in this apartment in Sweden, in Stockholm. And I just realized before starting this video that this is the first episode that I'm recording outside of Switzerland, and that makes it even more exciting for me because as I am a digital nomad, I'm traveling a lot, but actually this podcast haven't traveled with me before as I just started it in October. So I just did the first episode in Switzerland and now I'm traveling with my podcast from now on. You're even gonna see much more, especially when you listen to the podcast, when you watch it on YouTube, of other surroundings, other apartments, other places, what is really, really nice. So today we will talk about how to create true flow in business and in life. So let's do some housekeeping before. If you're not interested in that, just skip a little minute or two and then start directly with this theme. What I want to mention is something I already mentioned in the last episode. It's that in December I will be working in a reduced mode. Means that there will only be 2 episodes of the Rewilded Leader podcast coming out. Maybe more if I'm very inspired, but at least 2. That is my thing that I'm committed to, and the rest is free flow. And I will not be present on social media. So if you have any inquiries, if you have any questions, if you want to reach out to me, I ask you to do that through email. You find the mail in the show notes. And for sure, also all my clients and all my courses I'm guiding at that moment, they will be as normal. So you don't have to worry, guys. I'm here for you. I decided to be off social media for this time to really take this last month of the year for being more in the present moment, to be connected with that beautiful nature that awaits me here in Sweden, with the cold, with the candles and fireplaces. Oh my god, I'm so looking forward. Well, anyway, that is just what I wanted to mention. So in December, it will be a little bit calmer here. So let's start in today's topic, how to create true flow in business and in life. When I look around in that business scene, when I look around in that world of female business owner, I see a lot of 2 different groups. Of course, there are always person in between. They are living this all of that already in flow. But I see 2 big camps, and one of that camp is the hustle camp, and the other camp is the attracting. Let's call it attracting. Nor of these 2 groups are really living in fulfillment, especially when, in my point of view, because for me, just having all the money in the world will never be as satisfying as having money and feeling fulfilled and feeling the importance of me being me in this world. As I see these 2 groups in the scene, I realized that in the first group, in this hustle group, there are a lot of people doing crazy things. No, good things, but what I mean, like, they're really pushing themselves to the limit and over the limit in order to get outer success. And on the other side, there is that attraction group, I'll call it like that. These are the ones, they often tend to not do certain steps or aligned action in order to get outer results. So when I compare these two, there is the hustle group having other results but not feeling fulfilled inside, and there is the spiritual group looking and having inner fulfillment but not really having these outer success, these outer results, and therefore also feeling a certain frustration. And the problem is that we want to have both. We want to have inner and outer success. We want to feel good. We want to feel aligned in our business and not pushing over our own limits. And that is why you are here today. That's why you clicked on this episode, because you want to know how you can create that flow. Because flow, what does that mean? Flow actually means that you create and you live a life in alignment to your inner truth. Because when you are aligned with your truth, then you have a life and you live a life that is bringing to you what belongs to you in the most easiest and direct way. You take away resistance, because resistance is like the opposite of flow. So when you feel yourself fighting a lot in your life to get this, to get that, to feel like this, to feel like that, then you can be sure that you live in resistance. And what you want is to create flow in order to get what you want in an easy and direct way. So I will tell you now the 4 steps which are actually designed as a stair, how you can create true flow in your life and also in your business. So the first is like really, that's the base. And then I will tell you second, the third, and the fourth. And you can imagine this like it's always going a step deeper. I recommend you for sure to do the whole stairways, so to really go step for step in order to have that whole integration of all of that, of all of these steps, because that is actually what really unlocks flow when you go through all of these 4 and not only do part-wise. I want to tell you right away that this is a process, and I want you to focus on them for a longer time. So don't think that you sit down for 5 minutes and all of that is done, because it is something that is not only happening on your desk or on your meditation seat. It's something that is about to be present in every moment of your life. And to get aware of what I'm going to tell you, of these 4 steps in order to live in flow, this takes a moment, this takes a while, and that is completely fine. That's completely normal. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first step is called balancing masculine and feminine energy. As you know me, you know also that this is very important for me to be aware of masculine and feminine energy. You may know it already, maybe not, but we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Even though if we are women, we also have masculine energy, and even if you're a man, you also have feminine energy, and that is completely okay. That's completely normal. We are all like that, yin and yang, you know? So we all have these aspects, and every energy, so the masculine as well as the feminine energy, has its own qualities. And in order to live a life in flow, it is important that we create the balance between masculine and feminine energy. I would like to give you a little image for yourself that you can always remember when you hear flow, that you're automatically connected to the balance of masculine and feminine energy. When we think about flow, we can easily think about a river that flows easily, but also sometimes strong and wild and powerful, from the source to the aim, to the end of the water. And whereas this water is flowing, it is flowing around obstacles in the easiest and most direct way. So that means that water is at the same time soft, is at the same time yeah, like fluid, it's also choosing the easiest way. And at the same time, it is running, it is going straightly and directly with focus to its aim. And as you may already hear it in my words, there are these two energies, masculine and feminine, integrated. Because only with the feminine energy, the water would be smooth, okay, it would be fluid, maybe, yes, but it would not really move. It would just be. But when we bring that masculine part in, then the water starts to move, it starts to go its way, focusing on that end of the river. So from now on, wherever in your life you meet that word flow, I invite you to think about the river and to think directly about you need masculine energy, you need feminine energy, you need them in the most balanced way possible in order to not create resistance, in order to let your river of life flow. The second stage is work-life balance. Especially as entrepreneur, we lead our business and this business is our baby, and it's completely normal that we want to give a lot to it and that we never see an end in our work. The problem about that is that it can influence our personal life, our private life, and our health. At the stage that we are now with our consciousness, and also you, when you are here, you're interested in that, our work life, our business, and we as women entrepreneurs, as CEO of that business, we are always interconnected. So our business, our vision, that CEO position is always interconnected with the woman we are behind, the woman we are in our personal life. And therefore also all our feelings, all our beliefs, and our habits. So as these two things are interconnected, we also can realize that sometimes when we want to change something in business, it is essential that we look at our personal life, that we look at ourselves, because in the end, every business problem is a problem of yourself. It's a problem, it's something that has its source inside of you. And when it comes to living in flow, that does not mean that there are never any problems or there are never any obstacles. But as the river, we try to move around them, we try to overcome these obstacles in the most easiest way. And the easiest way does not mean the fastest. It can also mean just the most direct, with the most of sense behind, the smartest way. And in that case, that means that when we are trying to fix that problem then in our business, or mainly or only in our business, then we only treating symptoms instead of really coming to the source of the problem, which lies in so many cases in ourself. So in our beliefs, in what we think about the world, in what we think about how we have to be in this world, in this business world, as a woman whatsoever. That often means when we see that something is not really working in our business, or that there's something that we do not completely like or that brings us fulfillment, that the problem is not really that one thing, that problem is inside of us. And when we start to change inside of us, then we turn the right screw, and then this can have a positive influence into our business and into our fulfillment, or also in our clients' relationship, in our collaborator relationship. Let's come to the third stage, which is called understanding your uniqueness. And honey, this is so important. We do not need the same thing. I am different as you are, and you are different as your mother are, and we are all unique. And that means that we are all have unique needs and unique gifts. But to make society turning in a good way, in an easy way, it is easier to look at everyone in the same way. but we aren't. And especially through human design, you can discover your uniqueness. You can understand what your unique gifts are and how they can affect you in a positive way, and also your business. So as an example, as a projector, one of the most famous example, you're not meant to work 8 hours a day. It's as simple as that. Whereas as generator, it is super cool that you can spend much time into your work because you have that energy. And it's cool for you if you don't have to stop after 1 hour, when you can go on and put as long this energy into that as you want. Whereas projector, this is a little bit different. And this is something we have to learn and understand and then also integrate. And I know this can seem scary, but I'm completely persuaded that when we all live more in alignment to our uniqueness, then first we will feel so much more worthy and recognized for who we really are. And we also feel much more fulfilled through that. And for sure, we feel much more in flow, because you can imagine yourself as a channel. As a channel. And when you are living in alignment, then you're living, so the ones looking to the video right now can see it. You're like that, and it's easy to flow in between these inside of you. Whereas when you're not living in alignment, you will have like a lot of obstacles, and your channel is like turned around and with a lot of curves and whatsoever. And it's much more difficult also to receive the gifts of life, feel the gifts of life, or also to communicate with the universe if you want to do that. So by understanding your uniqueness, you're gonna bring yourself into that alignment, and it's so much easier to be magnetic and to get what you deserve. The fourth, and therefore also last stage of today's episode, is the most important. And please do not skip this one. It is implementing what you know. Implementing what you just learned, also in this episode. It's all about embodiment. And here is one of the things I observe the most in this world, in this scene, is that we all have a lot of knowledge through all these platforms, through all that content that exists from all these great people out there, makes us want to have more and more and more. It's like sugar, it makes us addictive. So when we want to get more of all of that, we are just overflooded by information. And even though when it feels like, oh yeah, we got it, it changed something now. I feel now that this will be different, or I think now I know the way I have to go. This is not true. I'm sorry, but it's not true. All of us need time to integrate what we see. And this cannot be done in 2 minutes. And this cannot be done by searching another video and looking at another thing. It just can be done when we are calm, when we are relaxed, when we are not doing something. And for sure, afterwards, it's also about doing the right things. It's also about doing aligned actions. And that is what embodiment brings us automatically. When we embody and implement these things, then we will live in flow automatically. I know that this part can get very challenging because it touches also our limiting beliefs. It touches the belief that we have, as I said already, about us, about the world, about how something have to be. But when we want to create flow, we have to be willing to look at these beliefs and to overcome these beliefs in order to embody our highest self, in order to live that flow that we want. And to make it even a little bit more difficult, there is the last step. This is like the master step. When you get this, you're done. You're really done. This is everything is good. That is your environment. Because working with your beliefs is already amazing. And to implement and embody all this stuff when you're at home on your own, this is also great. But what is when it comes to family? What is, how can you embody your highest self? Can you embody that flow? Can you also have that self-confidence of being you, being your uniqueness when it comes to meeting family members, meeting friends, meeting working colleagues? And that is the point where the frog jumps into the water, German saying. I don't know if I use that in English in a good way or not, but that is the point when it all changes. When you arrive, when you can be yourself, no matter who's around you, then you won. You won the whole game. So these were these 4 steps I wanted to share with you in this episode. I want to remember you here at this part. This is a process. This is not done in several minutes or maybe in several days. Please take your time to integrate all of these steps and to really be aware of it, like in your daily life. And to, always think about, okay, creating balance between masculine and feminine energy, creating balance in my work life and being aware where I have to turn which screw, that it will turn out in a good way, that there will be results that I want, that I long for. Then knowing and accepting your uniqueness. And the last and not least step is embodiment, implementing and embody, working with your beliefs, and also be yourself no matter who is around you. If you have trouble staying true to your essence, especially when you are with your family, then I have something for you. Because I know that this season that is coming, that is turning up before Christmas and during Christmas, can be very challenging for a lot of you. Because there are always a lot of things to do for business, and at the same time, there are family gatherings waiting for you. And this is exactly that point when you get in contact with your environment. And when you just start to live your higher self, when you just want to embody that flow, but then you get rejection from your family or from your closest friends, this hurts and this is challenging. Especially when you do not have a good base. And for this base, we need time, we need self-love, we need an inner calmness, no matter what storm is turning in the outer world. As this pre-Christmas time is very busy, we tend to not take care of ourselves or not taking enough time for ourselves. But that time of the year is here to spread love, to lie back, to calm down, to enjoy that darkness, to reflect and unwind, and enjoying at the same time. And to actually give you exactly that out of your Christmas time, I designed a magical advent calendar for you. From the 1st to the 21st of September, you get a daily message in our specific group where I spread with you some tips and tricks about boosting your self-love, calmness, and relaxation during that stressful time of the year. There will be a live masterclass as well. You can connect to like-minded souls. I will provide you a guide how you can best survive these family gatherings. And the best of all that is that it is only taking you 10 to 15 minutes a day. So if you want to boost your self-love, if you want to calm your spirit while enjoying that time of the year, that feeling that magic, that Christmas magic, then I welcome you to join the Advent Calendar. I decided to make this product, to make this offer, a free offer for all my newsletter subscriber, because Self-love and calmness are one of the greatest gifts that we can offer to ourselves in order to increase well-being. So if you would like to join, follow the link in the show notes to subscribe to my newsletter, and you will be automatically invited on the 28th of November. So please be sure that you've done your inscription before the 28th of November. If you do not want to follow the newsletter, or you would like to make a contribution to that events calendar, that is completely okay as well. You can also click to the other link in the show notes, guiding you directly to the site where you can purchase the advents calendar for 54 euros. If that feels more aligned to you, feel welcome to do so. Anyway, I'm grateful to have you in this beautiful container that will be open on the 30th of November. I'm so looking forward to have you there. I wish you now a very beautiful day. I send you much love from Sweden and feel a big hug. Let's rewild, honey.